Not so fast, Quicksilver. New Mutants Magik has spoken. What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video I'm going to show you the unlocking and purchase of the New Mutants alternate costume for Magik. So after you finish all of her covert tasks, and I think most agents were just waiting on 15 lockets, well, upon collecting your 15th, and after seeing the daily pop-up complete, then you're going to get this dialogue from Magik herself. She says, "Glad you saw things my way, Agent. It's good to know there are still some people I can count on. In fact, it kind of made me remember the good old days. Excuse me, I have some old friends I need to speak to." That's it, there's only one panel of dialogue, and then you're finally going to see the sealed lockets task show up completed. Congratulations, the New Mutants Magik uniform is now available. For purchase, that is. Of course we're not going to get it for free, or even for a cheap CP cost. Once you make it over to the team page, you're going to see each costume costs 60 command points, and neither one is discounted. So the blaster will cost you 60, and then the infiltrator will cost 60 more. I know that's pretty disappointing, but there's really nothing we can do about it. For many of you, you may just want to buy the blaster costume, that way you can get the hero attack bonus. Because to be honest with you, you lose an EISO slot and the Phoenix Fiery Retribution, and all you get is one passive in return. Sure, that passive could potentially be a team saver, but it's nothing you can depend on because it is random. Oh, and the fact that her default costume is a scrapper kind of makes me lean toward that as well. I will admit I'm interested to see its proc rate for myself. The costume does look very cool, and these alternates are literally the only costumes I need in the entire game. So look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the agent who has everything? But in truth, I'm missing a lot. Anyways, now we're going to go ahead and show you exactly how I'm going to socket this infiltrator alt, and then I will take it into one PvP match, just as a quick preview for what you're going to see in the next All Hail the King episode. First, I'm using her Bloodshot EISO. This says Summon Eye Bites now apply Breakdown, and if you want it, you can get it in Chapter 7 Mission 1's Heroic Battle. Next up on her level 1, I'm using the Charged EISO from Season 2 Chapter 3 Mission 2. Then on her AoE we have the Bursting EISO to deal with any Invisible Woman or Shield teams. On her level 6 Soul Flare, we've added the Ionizing EISO for an additional dot and radiation exposure. And finally, the Thorned EISO causes an equipped magic action to apply thorns. There are other magic-based EISO out there that I don't have, so you may want to use something different, and that's totally fine. But as for my ISO 8 build, it looks like she has nice attack, defense, she needs a little help on accuracy, and a lot more help on health. So what I'm going to personally do is add 4 times Forceful. That's one of my favorite ISO 8 attack, defense, and accuracy. And then on the other side, I'm going to use 4 times Stalwart. So this is health, attack, and defense. This will give her some help with HP, and the rest will come from our bonuses. Luckily, I actually had some silver to buy ISO 8 with, because for a while there I didn't have any at all. One more ISO 8 to be socketed, and then we're going to get right into the action. I think we covered the most important stats, at least in my mind. So now, moving on to our team up, it's going to be the World Breaker himself, Null. This is one of the teams I mentioned I was going to use in the All Hail the King episode, so you're going to see more of them there. But basically what we're going to do is use You're Not Worthy, and then a very fast level 9. The reason for this is because we can increase those stacks with magic attacks. And I don't mean Magik's attacks only, I mean in general magic attacks. Oh, and watch this, this is the very first match in which I used the New Mutants costume. I'm being completely honest here, and she gets a stepping disc to stop a catastrophic gamma bomb. That could be a completely game-changing proc. I can't even stress how amazing it is to dodge an early game gamma bomb. That really can and will have an impact on this match. I'm honestly excited, but don't get me wrong, that doesn't change things. It's still a random proc, and you cannot rely on it. So I'm not saying rush out and spend all your CP on this costume. Still, undeniably, that was epic. Then with my agent, we're just boosting some Meteor Swarm stacks. And after that, the enemy agent's going to use the Signpost himself. Not too original there, copycat. But seriously, the good news is that's the end of his turn. Then on Magik's turn, I should have used either her level 2 or preferably her level 6 because I already had 2 soul charges. So I apologize for not using one of her cooler moves, and instead we just use a regular old level 1. But hey, I do have to say having an Infiltrator Magik against all these tacticians is pretty awesome. That is, unless B stops us from countering, and he misses, so we're going to go ahead and counter and finish him. After that, on Null's turn, we're going to use You're Not Worthy, and then a Fatal Fist on their agent. I believe Red Hulk's going to die to Meteor Swarm, so we might as well try to injure their agent a little bit more. After this, our prediction's going to come true, if you even want to call it that, because it was pretty much locked up. And then we can use the Signpost, followed by the Fire Tornado, and by this point, we know the agent's not going to live. Still, instead of dots, let's try to take him down with a Deathly Freeze Ray. Regardless, this one's going to end very soon, but I will have a lot more New Mutants Magik footage in the near future. Plus I have something else in the works, so I'll let you all know as soon as I get that done. That's all for now, but thank you all for watching, and please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And until next time, good luck, and take care.